Kenzo is an Amazon millionaire. I've been able to be connected with him for years now. And let me just share about this journey and what I think about what he's talking about when it comes to the exotic car rental industry.
Getting a few of you guys trying to dog on me saying that, oh, if people, if this business isn't profitable, people wouldn't be doing it, right? In terms of renting cars. And I know of a few people that are making tons of money. All I was saying is renting out exotic sports car, McLaren, Lamborghini, Ferrari, just as if you were to rent out a Hellcat. That's not even, an exotic car, but it's a car with 700 horsepower that people want to feel what the 0 to 60 feels like. So that's all I'm saying. I know like maybe less than a handful of individuals that are very successful in exotic rentals, but I also know a lot of people that are very unsuccessful. And I if you really look at all of the, actual exotic car rental companies, I'd say 80% of them close within 3 years.
First, I think that Kenzo is actually right. So he rented his exotics recently. He said not in this last year. He just launched a reel on it and why it's a huge liability and why he purchased them, and he kind of justified why he should rent them out while, because he's barely using them while he's running his Amazon business. But to be able to share what he did and where he's at now and his opinions on it, I can actually share with you guys why I'm personally not thinking anytime soon going into the exotic route, but also why I see the power of it in general and why it's such a powerful business model. So let's tap in. So I want to be able to just quickly share about Kenzo and our relationship. Back in 2017, I joined the same mastermind with him. It was an eBay drop shipping program. It was $1,500 to join at the time. That's when he was crushing it. I saw all these people in the e-com space and I learned about the power of drop shipping. I did some pretty good traction there, and that kind of got me onto the whole drop shipping route. A year later, they taught on Amazon dropshipping, but I ended up buying products from Kenzo. So I messaged him. We've been really on a Telegram chat back in 2018. I messaged him. He actually shared a whole bunch of products. I bought like a package from him of products that he shipped to me. I'd go ahead, I'd list them, sell them on eBay, and really they all sold. So the dude knew who he was doing. Fast forward to later down the line, seeing him from where he was at, right, back in Cali. He lived in Cali at the time. I think it was NorCal area, and seeing him from his mom's house and all the pallets and everything that came to his house and how he scaled that to his own place out in Miami. I know he's got an LA place as well. I know there's an office out there. He has now distribution centers, big warehouses, and really scaling on the Amazon platform. Just seeing that and knowing our connection since I talked to him. And the only reason I got really connected with him was because of that mastermind, number one. Number two, I actually bought stuff from him and we connected right away and he helped me out. It was super cool to be able to just see his growth and the success he's had in the last couple of years, especially being a youngin'. So what are my thoughts on this exotic rental space in general? Like he said, a handful of people, it's a small percentage that are actually successful, make profit. But he's like, 80% that actually get started really fail. They go upside down, it turns around, and it's because, again, you got to know the game. And a lot of it has to really do with connections and your knowledge when it comes to insurance companies, getting the right clientele. And really, there's some blessings in all of it, right? Having some favor and some blessings in the mix of it. People call it luck. I call it favor and blessings to be able to keep afloat. I think it's just like any business model where a majority of, the industry, they'll fail, right? And then a small actually accelerate and grow. So yeah, the exotic car rental space, I personally think there's a lot, like he was saying, it's a liability on wheels. And I see that. I see it. And I know there's a lot of people that are successful, but for the average person, it'll take a couple things that will allow you to really accelerate and become successful in that industry. One part of that success is mindset. A lot of it has to do with mindset because when the challenges comes, the problem comes, just like any successful business owner out there, how do you respond? A lot of people react, okay? It's not how the world affects us. It's not how problems affect us. It's how we respond to those problems. And a lot of it has to do with a mindset. You see a lot of the times it's people that are willing to push through past their emotions, their feelings, and to just get the job done. And it's very rare. It takes a bulletproof mind and a mindset that is just really renewed on how to take certain precautions, especially when you get into insurances and claims and how to be able to leverage your resources. A lot of this is mindset, and that's what makes a lot of people successful is the mindset that they have when it comes to addressing problems. Problems arise, but it's how you respond and overcome those challenges and those problems. Number two is relationships and connections, okay? I especially think in the exotic space, you have to have some connections with and build relationships with high-end people, people that have the amount of money. This isn't the average person. You're not just selling, or rental car, and especially in the rental car space, you're not out here selling, economy rentals. You're going for the high luxury, couple $100 a day, couple $1,000 a day. These are where you're at as far as like the clientele. So being able to have the right connections, build the relationship so that you can actually draw in. I know on the Turo platform, when it comes down to the insurance, they only cover, there's a cap on the amount that they cover. And that's why you don't see a lot of exotic car rental spaces, or exotic cars on the platform at that caliber, because it can only cap at a certain amount. So to be able to be successful in a lot of those high-end industries, especially this industry, it's kind of like just selling high-end real estate, right? Luxury real estate, $1 million mansions and homes. And I'm not talking about the low-end millions. I'm talking about mid to going up to even big purchases. Like when you get to Beverly and out there, connections and relationships is a big game when it comes to selling services and things in that space. So if you already have the connections or you're connected to people in that space, you're starting to build your clientele there. That's what's going to make this a successful business model for some people. Last thing, number three, I call it digital real estate. To be able to, when people search, and find you on Google, they'll search exotic car rentals. Do you have favor? Are you at the top of the Google search? Again, digital real estate plays a big key role, and this might be with your branding, the way that you have certain keywords that when people search, what are those keywords that pop, that get you favor in the algorithm so they can find you, getting reviews from that because you have the digital real estate and you're the go-to that everybody, when they fly in or check you out, they know you're the one. Digital real estate is really important, especially nowadays when you're just building any business. And digital real estate, there's so much leverage to it, and it's super undervalued, but there's still so much opportunity, even though, internet's been around for such a while now, right? For 2 decades. So just being able to see the power of digital real estate, this helps and allows any business to be able to flourish, expand, and grow just past it. And when you get into town, when you look up certain keywords, what businesses pop that have the services, offers, products, those are the go-tos, and those people are winning when it comes to digital real estate. So these are ways that I believe a business can be successful, and why that small percentage, he's like over 80% fail, a small amount don't. Again, it comes with a lot of different challenges, struggles, and things that are just out of the unknown. But that's why I said the first thing is mindset. These, I also believe, is why people become successful in business and others are not. It kind of reminds me of how some people, you build a business for them and all they want is just a business to run, but they never think about expansion. I want to work with the people that are looking for expansion. I've helped people build, their businesses to the point where like, okay, thanks RC, like it's doing great, but they don't have vision on creating new products, crafting new offers, increasing the bottom line in the services, building strong back ends, and figuring out other ways, like the creative person that figures out other ways to be able to multiply their income off what's already winning. And I like working with the people that are just creative and are always in this expansion phase. Businesses need to grow, and so do we. What's so funny is how Kenzo actually posted about the 12% crashes and stuff. All that stuff comes from exotic cars, and he posted out here in Las Vegas. So just seeing that is very, very interesting. I know there's a lot of different exotic car companies that were started here in Vegas. I know a few that are still kind of running. I'm not sure how well they do. I might be able to check them out. Maybe I should. If you guys have anyone to recommend, let me know below. Anyways, I thought this was super interesting. I saw it from Kenzo, and I even thought to myself, would I go the exotic car rental route? As of now, probably wouldn't, like full out. I'd still kind of like the economy route. I like serving the masses and the average and building connections with people at that level. There's still a lot of great business people that I run into that we're able to connect with, other business owners that rent vehicles out here and that are just super cool to just touch base with. But obviously, like I said, there's a higher level of connection and relationship when it does come to the exotic rentals. So maybe I might tap in, but as like a full scale on business model where like your whole fleet's exotic, I'm not sure if I'm like that type of flashy of person. I just like the game, but if it makes sense and I learn more and the market starts to shift into where it just, like I said, it just makes sense, why not? I'm all about opportunity and I'm all about expansion. So thanks so much for watching, y'all. If you guys enjoy this stuff, I'm a Turo Power host out here in Las Vegas. Car rental company is pretty fun to do. And at first I thought it was going to be a side hustle, but it started out to just be something that we went all out on, and it's been fun. If If you guys want to watch that, I just made a video on that on our 20 plus car fleet, day in the life of a Turo power host. I love documenting those. So if you guys enjoy stuff like that, let me know. Go ahead and tap in. Y'all be blessed. Have a great rest of your week. Bye bye.